Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna keep this as short, as simple, as straight to the point. When you let the fear of judgment close you off to your interests, to new experiences, to fulfilling your potential, you're handing full control to someone else. When you let other people's opinions control you, your life doesn't belong to you anymore. Let's speak logically for 1 second. If you're gonna make choices based on what other people might say, then you're telling me that their voice is more important than yours, that what they think of you is more important than what you think of yourself, that you don't trust yourself. Isn't that kind of crazy? Because almost all the choices you're gonna make are only gonna impact the quality of your life and your happiness alone. So if you're gonna spend your time trying to serve others, you're never gonna be happy. You're gonna have an empty and unfulfilling life. The thing that makes it scary is that it's all a choice, because you can choose better. You can choose to take back your power. Oh, I don't want to start a YouTube channel because what if my friends think it's lame? What if my coworkers see it? Okay, and then what? Like, it's actually not that deep. It's actually not that deep. Guys, we take life way too seriously. Your purpose doesn't have to be something that's world-changing and profound, you know? What if my purpose is just to exist, to experience, to feel, to love, to grow, to laugh? To laugh is the one. Do you know how small and insignificant we are? And no, it's not sad or scary, it's liberating. Whatever you want to do, you can do it with your whole heart because you set the standard. Like, I'm sorry, but why are you performing? Stop trying to be whatever other people think is cool. You know what's actually cool? When you embrace your authentic and your passionate self. And I don't care if that sounds cringy, because it's true. Because I know how good it feels to unapologetically be me. Why wouldn't it? If only you knew how healing it was for me, how much my life changed once I built this relationship with myself. You don't need to rely on anyone else's belief in you when you believe in yourself, especially when you realize that people can only meet you as far as they've met themselves. So if someone is insecure and has no confidence in their abilities, why would they believe in me? You know, like, why would I even want this person's advice? Why would I care what they think? I've said this so many times before, I'm gonna say it again. Don't take everyone's advice, especially if you don't want to be like them. I'm sorry, but the kind of people who will make fun of others for putting themselves out there, or make fun of others for trying something new or being themselves, these are always the biggest losers, even if you don't see it at first. It's always the people doing nothing with their lives, the people with no interests, no passions, no skills or hobbies of any sort. Like, why would you care what these people think? Why are you assuming that they know best? They don't even know how to be happy with themselves or be happy in their own lives, you know? So now that we have this foundation, you need to work on getting comfortable having new experiences, stepping into something that you haven't done before. Stepping into something that you don't already know. Taking that first step is always the hardest part. It's always a little bit scary, but the only reason that is just because you haven't lived this experience before. But you should always remember, when something scares you, it only means that it's meaningful and worthwhile. Fear and excitement are on the same spectrum, so it's really all about reframing your mindset and shifting the energy elsewhere. I'm not just saying words here and there. Don't you think you owe it to yourself to put yourself out there, to show up, to be challenged, to be surprised, to at least try? I'm sorry, but if you think that's scary, imagine how scary it is waking up one day and realizing you haven't lived at all, you haven't experienced anything, that you have so much potential that has never been tapped into. Look, I'm not the expert, but I think for me in my life, I do a good job of putting myself out there, because I always have that mindset that if something doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'm never gonna have to ask what if. I'm never gonna have any regrets, because at least I tried. And either way, no matter what the outcome is, I'm always gonna learn something in the end. Like, what's so scary about that? It's way, way scarier not knowing what could have been. When it boils down to it, this mindset shift is really all about working on your confidence. I watched this video where someone said this fear of judgment from others is really just the fear of your negative emotions being reflected back at you. And when you think about it, it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. Like, if I don't think I'm cringy, why would I care if someone else thinks I am? Like, I'm not gonna be affected by it because I don't think this about myself. You know what I mean? It's actually mind-blowing how simple it is. If you want to stop caring about what other people think, the only thing you have to do is stop caring. It's a choice. You choose what you assign value and meaning to and how much of it. Oh my god, you guys. If you haven't watched the first episode of my series, In My 20s, I literally said this in the first episode, and I'm say it again, because if there's one thing I want you to take out of this entire video today, it's this. It's not embarrassing if you're not embarrassed. Wait, story time. I actually used to have a first YouTube channel back in the day. Back in 9th grade, 10th grade, I used to make videos of me singing like Ed Sheeran covers, Rihanna covers, post them online for the world to see. I wasn't the best, I wasn't bad though. I was young, I had potential. I had my family, of course, and some of my friends who supported me. But naturally, as a 13, 14-year-old, I was so affected by people in school seeing it, or if any of the boys in class would tease me. Like at the time, it's crushed my confidence. And I wish so bad that I could go back and tell myself, it's not that deep. Actually, who cares? Girl, if singing is gonna make you happy, then just sing. If starting a YouTube channel is gonna make you happy, then just do it. It's not that deep. And every time I think of that period, I actually feel so sad because I shut this part of myself down. And for what? Like, why? Like, I love who I am. I love to perform. I love to express myself in this way artistically. Like, I could have just owned it. Like, yeah, I like to sing Ed Sheeran covers and I'm gonna put it online. And then what? And then what? I have a younger sister who's in 9th grade now, and I always say this to her, and I actually say this to all my friends who have big personalities, is don't ever let anyone kill your spark. Really, as I got older, I realized that when there are people in your life, even if they're people who love you, but if there are people in your life who want to bring you down, who want to dim your light, it's only because they see how bright you shine and they literally want to be like you. They want to be you. They want to have your confidence. They want to have your self-esteem. It's really coming from a place of jealousy. And I promise I'm not saying this in a big-headed way, because I'm actually the last person to ever think, oh, this person is jealous of me. But it's just something that you're going to realize and learn over time, that people are always projecting. Some people have absolutely no confidence and they're projecting. Like, really, if I'm doing something that makes me happy and I'm doing it from my heart, that's not unethical or like bad in any way, what reason would anyone have to bring me down? Like, what reason? What's the reason? So all this to say that the only people's opinions that should actually matter are those who really love you, care for you, and want the absolute best for you in the end. And if you don't have the friends or family to support you, then find a way to support yourself. Find the content, find the books, build the community that's gonna help foster a healthy mindset. I know you hear this all the time, but it's really all about the journey, you guys. And once you learn this for yourself, you'll be happy no matter where you're at in life. Just trust in yourself and trust in your abilities, that you'll be able to figure things out as you go. Even if you don't have all the answers, even if things don't go as planned, you will be more than okay. I really believe, sorry, this is like my spiritual side coming out, but I really believe no matter how evil some people come off, all of us to some extent are made of love and light, and you can choose the kind of person that you want to be. You can be the kind of person to put yourself out there, to learn something new, to share your experience, or you can be the kind of person to judge and to make fun of others for being themselves. And before how you treat other people, pay attention to how you treat yourself. Gentleness is one of the most undervalued qualities in our everyday society. So really just give yourself some grace. And once you set this standard, again, once you build this relationship with yourself, it's gonna reflect in all your other relationships. The type of people you attract is going to be different. When you're comfortable being yourself, other people will be comfortable being themselves with you too. It's going to be way easier to be open, to communicate. You're going to be attracting so many like-minded people and fostering a healthy community where you're able to thrive, to grow, to co-create together. And when I say that, I don't just mean, oh, people who support you. No, I mean people who inspire you, who make you want to be your best self. As you guys can tell, the sun is setting on today's video. By the way, I'm such a trooper. It's 3 degrees and I'm out here Sorry for all the outside noise, but I love filming videos outside. Anyways, as the sun is setting on this video, I'm gonna leave you with my final thoughts. You know how they say the grass isn't greener on the other side? It's greener where you water it. So if there's at least one thing you can do, the first step you can take is to stop thinking about how your life looks and start focusing on how it feels. Because you deserve to feel good, to be you today and every day. That's all, you guys. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for tuning in and for watching today's video. I really hope that maybe it helped you guys, motivated you, inspired you in any way. Really, this has been something that was so freeing in my life. Like, I can't tell you enough how important this message is to me and how much I want you guys to take it, to embrace it, to actually implement it in your life. Because I just know it feels so good, and I want you guys to feel good and to feel happy and live your life. Anyways, if you guys have anything specific you ever want me to make a video about, let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys next week.